Hello, my name is Daryl Bolton, founder and director of MVP Missions. After serving 23 years in the Air Force, the Lord led me and my wife to begin this unique ministry. Since 2007, MVP Missions has allowed Joni and I to serve in 32 countries, focusing primarily on nations located in the 1040 window. This global area includes 71 nations and over 4.5 billion people. There are many Muslim, Hindu, and Buddhist souls living there, and they desperately need the gospel. Besides sharing the gospel anywhere in the world, our ministry's objectives are to strengthen and encourage missionaries, to pulpit fill for them, and to help churches plan their own mission trips. In our ministry, we preach and teach, conduct soul-winning classes, and speak in men's and ladies' meetings. We've encouraged churches to minister in jails, public schools, and to reach out to orphans and abandoned children. We've been privileged to pulpit fill for missionaries that have had to leave the field for medical reasons or to go on furlough. We filled in much over 2 years for a missionary in the Philippines when their infant son needed brain cancer surgery and chemotherapy. And this all happened as they started a new building program. We were honored to serve there and oversee the building construction, and now Harvest Baptist Church is like our second home. We were honored to pulpit fill in Ireland for a missionary on furlough. We were thrilled to have a successful VBS and see people saved and baptized in a difficult field. In 2021, we pulpit filled in Guam for another missionary family on furlough. We loved getting to know the people at Managahet Baptist Church and the opportunity to preach in 2 other churches while their pastors were in the U.S. We've shipped hundreds of Bibles to the Philippines. Several folks have teared up, exclaiming that our gift was an answer to their prayers. Even pastors of large, successful churches loved getting a good quality Bible from the U.S. We've even brought Bibles into Vietnam and Cambodia. What an important need. Another area of ministry that brings us great joy is our children's feeding program. Arroz caldo, known as chicken and rice porridge to us, is not only delicious, but we usually see upwards of 100 children running toward us with cups in their little hands. We often teach songs to these children, and after presenting a fun Bible lesson, we share the wonderful gift of salvation. We love the opportunities that God gives us. However, sometimes we just don't know what might happen next. A number of years ago, while in a partially communist country, we experienced the trial of a lifetime. My colon had ruptured and an anti-American doctor would not repair it. After learning I was a retired Air Force officer, the doctor actually treated me as an enemy. He withheld my needed surgery for days while I was green with sepsis and peritonitis, and thankfully, another doctor came and saved my life. At the same time, my wife got word that her dear mother had only 1 to 4 hours to live. There was no way Joni could leave me and fly home to say goodbye or even attend her funeral. But God was so good to us. He covered us with His peace and did many incredible things for us. 4 pastors came by to anoint me with oil, and several doctors have since told us that God performed a medical miracle. Back under the care of the anti-American doctor, he would touch my surgical wounds with his unwashed, ungloved hands. Days later, I had an internal infection requiring a 3rd surgery in another third world country. The story and God's provision was so incredible, my wife has written a book about it. Folks, the devil is doing everything he can to discourage your missionaries. Whether it's physically, emotionally, or spiritually, it's important that we go and encourage them. We cannot tell you how many times a missionary has felt safe to share with us their dreams, visions, and even the burdens they're carrying. Although at times we truly miss our children and grandchildren, there's nothing more we'd rather do than serve the Lord in this ministry. Please consider partnering with us as we travel the world sharing the gospel of Jesus Christ and strengthening missionaries that are currently serving Him around the world. Now, please enjoy these pictures from some of our past mission trips.
In the darkness, in the wilderness, many hopeless souls are lost, but there's a beacon to guide the wandering. It is the power of the cross. We'll hold up the light, we won't be ashamed. the years we see the light